We want to get guests. And we talked about this before, right?
Uh-huh.
We're gonna if we had our Mount
Oh no, I'm
Rushmore
about to spin this one. Go ahead. Go ahead.
of guests, I'm not just saying they have to be the best celebrity fathers that you know, but
Okay.
of guests, who are your four guests you would have? Well, we can go one at a time. Go back and forth. You
All
can
right.
go first.
Yeah, we gotta do that because I can't wait to hear your list because
Go.
that's gonna be good.
All
So how
right. So
about you start? How you kick this one off? Go ahead.
because you know my we
Go ahead.
talked about
I know at least one. Go ahead.
future. That's my one. And you know that's my one. That's 1000% my one. Because the narrative is always shaped one-sided.
Okay.
One, and whether he may not care to speak on it or stuff like that, but like it is like the questions we asked about, like, who raised you, what is it like you don't know this man's story,
Yeah.
and honestly we have no idea how the fuck he parents his kids because none of us are there with him like that, you know what I mean? But so
That's true.
you hear it,
All you
you
hear
hear
is stories.
all you hear is one side, and
Yep.
he just keeps his mouth shut, you know what I mean? And I feel like it'll be a good interview because I'm not going to go in there with no preconceived notions because I'm just not. I'm not.
I mean,
But
I'm not either, but I figured it was gonna be something like that because I'm a little more refined. All
I
right.
think great guest though.
No,
I
I think it'd be an ill conversation to be honest with you
the
because
soundtrack to a lot of our shit too.
yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt. Look, look. At least the worst that we can get out of it is a clearance for a song.
Yeah. Man, if we had to get a song, I want, what song I want.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you know what else I would take?
What?
Get Three Six Mafia.
Oh man. That's those are
Yeah.
like those
My
I
mom
love.
got a support.
Yeah, I love that. I love their music, and I do want that too. So we're gonna try that as well. I mean, that's gonna be for our special episodes. Um,
Yeah.
so you already know. I think you have an idea where I'm going with my first answer.
I hope it's not the opposite of what I just said.
My first one is very predictable, and I'm gonna go with Obama.
Oh, yeah.
I want to go with Obama. And the reason I want to go with Obama is not because he was the president, but because he only had two girls. And I want to see what he has to say as far as the experiences from raising a little girl, and that I can probably kind of get some insight to how he did it while maintaining a high profile job where he actually had to move around a lot. Even with being the president and all that, I think he has a lot of gems that he could share with a lot of people on a more humane and more relatable platform as far as what he shares. I think that's gonna be my first one. Go
Let
ahead.
me go.
Go ahead. Go
Well,
ahead.
but there's absolutely
I,
nothing wrong.
I see. I really think it's a theme that's about to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you go ahead and rock
That's
out.
the thing. My second one would be Lavar Ball.
Oh wow, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, definitely Lavar Ball. I
I didn't
mean,
see that one
behind
coming.
all of you can say all that the loud, boisterous stuff, but I mean, one, it worked. Two, you got three kids that are doing well for themselves.
Mm,
Jello
I
never
like
has
it.
to go. He never has to go to the NBA. He's still going to be set for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He does, and he does all of this while also taking care of his wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't hear, because usually if it's somebody of his stature, they're going to try to find something to tear him down real
For
quick.
sure. For sure.
And so
Yep.
to be able to maintain your relationship with your wife as a husband while being a public figure and being a great father, it
Hmm.
might put pressure on his boys. Yeah, but I mean, they're built for it.
Yeah.
Because like that's where I would go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tell you. All right. So it's interesting that you said him. So my second one is actually kind of in that same realm, and it's actually gonna be LeBron.
LeBron?
LeBron. Now
Yeah.
he's younger than I am, but the way he's built an empire while being active, what we can see as being active.
Yeah.
That's impressive. And I want to be able to get into it and pull the curtains back a little bit, especially with him being raised by a single mother and seeing how, you know, how that molded him and how his work ethic as far as um basketball and the multiple things that he has going on. How does he actually find the time to pour into his kids? Because if I'm not mistaken, his youngest is a little girl, right? If I'm not mistaken. And
Mhm.
so trying to balance that with two sons and a little girl, that your princess, it really does require a lot of time and a lot of attention. And seeing how does he really pull that off? That would be a great interview in my opinion.
Okay.
So go ahead. Let me see
I mean,
what's next.
like, yeah, Eli, yes, yes. LeBron James and Barack Obama, yes.
Hold on there. You went from Future to Lavar Ball. Boy, you got a lot. You got a lot of sound on here. You got some sound bites.
But okay, before I go to my next one, right?
Go
I
ahead.
want to say that if I had a chance, I mean, if we would have did this years ago,
Yeah.
my number one pick would have been Joe Jackson.
Oh boy, if that would have been interesting and entertaining. Now that one, I'm with you on that one.
That would have
I
been,
might not initially been with you on the future one, but I'm with you on the Joe Jackson one because that one would have been great.
but now I go with Anthony Anderson.
Now, I didn't see
I would,
that one coming.
I would go with Anthony Anderson because he's a father in real life, but he has been, and I know a lot of people like he get a bad rap for that show, and I don't know why.
What,
But
Blackish?
like, yeah,
Oh.
but like as a black father on television, he does an amazing job. He it
Mm.
in the show puts together questions and stuff like the show made me realize and made me think about like I notice how like the kids don't really have black friends, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's also because that wouldn't be real if they had all black friends because of where they are. And I'm starting to think about it like, man, I don't know if my kids, based off of where they are, if they're going to have a friends where mom black, dad black,
Mm.
grandma black, granddaddy black. Like my kids, it's black. I'm black, mama black, grandma and granddaddy black, grandma and granddaddy black, black, black. Like we just black, right?
Yeah.
But but my kids, somewhere along the line, mom, dad might be white, might be from overseas, might be,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? It's
Yep.
not it's not going to be because they're not going to be in that environment. And so on the show, how he takes himself from Compton to here where he is now, and like just that transition and wanting to instill what you learn, you know, from where you grew up to still instill into your kids, even though they're never going to go through anything like that. So I want to hear it.
I like it. All right. So you kind of messed me up with another comedian. Because I was going to say I want to talk to Kevin Hart, but you said Anthony Anderson. I still wanted to talk to Kevin Hart, but he's like number 4 or 5, no, might 5 or 6 on the list now. So I'm moving him down a little bit. So I'm gonna tell you who I'm gonna pull up. Richard Williams.
Okay.
I want to talk to him because not only does he have a movie coming out really soon talking about the relationship and all that, I actually want to talk to the man himself to kind of get the things that he's gone through as a father, the vitriol that came his way early on for the way he raised his kids, raised his daughters, and kind of see, okay, well, what would you tell other fathers? How would you guide other parents and black fathers who are trying to do something a little different, trying to instill certain work ethics and goals and visions into their not only their daughters but their sons as well. And so he seems like he appears to be a great person because he has a certain old school flair to parenting that some of that stuff could actually be useful in today's generation. Now, the stories that have been written about him, the picture that has been painted has been mostly negative, but he has a story. And his story is should be something that's inspirational to other fathers who are experiencing certain things that are relatable. So he's somebody I want to talk to.
Okay. I got honorable mentions, but I'll leave those alone because I know you probably one of them probably be one of yours that you want to use for your last one. But
Oh no, you don't have nowhere I'm going. No idea where I'm going with my last one.
well, like because honorable mentions you would be to like the Will Smith. You know what else I really thought of?
Oh,
Heavily. Well, Dwayne Wade, of course, because you said LeBron James. But I thought it would have been good to get Keenan Ivory Waynes.
that
Get
would be
Keenan,
yeah. I would like that one.
and then because he set the bar for all of them as well,
Yeah,
that entire family,
yeah.
and what he did for everybody. But I'm going with Matt Barnes.
Wow.
I'm gonna,
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Matt Barnes because I listen to his podcast and stuff all the time, so I hear a lot about his story and all of that. But the thing is, it's crazy. It's crazy. He fought for his kids in a
Yeah.
literal way as well, right? But all you hear about is athletes abandoning kids and all this other stuff. So he does the exact opposite, but now he also gets a bad stigma for it
Mm.
because he's aggressive and all that. Like he's a dad. Now, why would you want your kids are hearing all of this stuff said about you in the media,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And they see you one way and they hear all of the other stuff. How do you get them, or how do they learn to not pay attention to all that other stuff? And
Wow.
because they know who their dad really is.
Yep.
Like that's what I would want to talk to. I would want to talk to Matt Barnes. That would be high on my list.
Okay. Okay. Well, since you threw a twofer out there with the honorable mentions, I'm gonna throw one more that I think we both would want to talk to for different reasons, and that's Nick Cannon. So he's still on the list,
Yeah.
but I'm actually gonna replace him on my Mount Rushmore with Country Wayne.
Country
Cause,
Wayne. Oh,
cause
that's
he has a story, and
good.
that story is a story that I need to sit down and talk to him about because not only is he creating a template for how you actually do things, he actually has the insight to how do you maneuver and make it work.